Ivy is the middle daughter of 3 in the Weston family tree.
Barb's sister Ivy is probably the strongest one in the family. She has withstood the wrath of Violet for her entire life and is the only one that still lives in the hometown.
Ivy is full of love and intelligence, and in her heart of hearts wants to be loved and love in return.
I think she is a person who has never developed a sense of herself, of a sense of belonging and commitment.
Still water runs deep. That's what I would say about Ivy.
She has a delicacy and a vulnerability about her, so that it's very difficult for her to protect herself against some of the things that go on in a family like this. So she's quite often hurt.
She is sweet and incredibly sweet-natured, but extremely strong. Big backbone.
A woman who has truly been beaten down on so many levels and still maintains a hopeful, almost perky attitude towards life.
When the story starts, Ivy finally has some hope, which she hasn't had in a long time, so it's nice.
Ivy is sweet and thoughtful, and she's sort of innocent like Jean in that she just stays with her mother and takes care of her even though her mother is terrible to her.
So she is the one that has to deal with Violet and Beverly the most.
On the one hand, she has a way out of this situation with her family and living in Oklahoma, which is really amazing, and she's really, I think, happy. But at the same time, in that moment, her father's disappeared, and, you know, her mother is nuts, and she's trying to get out, and, you know, it's sort of a pulling back in, although she's really determined to stick to her guns and figure it out.
Like all the sisters, she is a product of the dysfunction and pain of the Weston family.
Ivy is, in some ways, the quietest of the Weston girls. She's also the calmest, the most patient, but that has a cost. And you see during the course of the play how much of a toll it's taken on her to withstand some of the storms that the family's been going through.
I read something in the paper the other day where someone was in a play and they were talking about how their play, the difference between their play and a play like Osage County is that in theirs the family actually really did love each other, and I thought, well, that's not true of the Weston family. You know, everyone's pretty screwed up, but there's love there. There are a lot of obstacles to overcome, but your family is your family, and you know, you deal with it, and they're very bright people, but don't quite have the tools to get it together, although they're trying.